hello. Goodness. I only just realized I have not been recording the last, like, 5-10 minutes. Long story short, of course I just killed 2 wolf spiders, and now it looks less cool and convincing, but... so before I go to the Haze Lab, I'm gonna go try and get Giddy Goop. I'd mentioned that I think I skipped it in my montage when I was grabbing molars, but when I was in the upper yard here, at the Fallen Stump, I was able to pick up Thor's Pendant. It just gives you the pendant buff, which is a bunch of stuff. I'll try to put it up on screen here. And I was just thinking about trinkets, and I was like, you know what trinket I actually want? I want Giddy Goop, but you can only get Giddy Goop from fireflies. So, I just came back from Burgles. I have the map thing set to the scanner, set to show me where they are. I'm going to go do that, try to get Giddy Goop, and then we'll do the Haze Lab.
Watch it! Speedy coming
specifically,
through.
we're going to try to get Giddy Goop, and then also try to get a couple more bombs. So I only have 2, and I don't know how many I'll actually need for the Haze Lab, and I don't want to take any chances, so I'm just going to get a couple more bombs. And I don't know if I want to show all of me trying to get Giddy Goop, because fighting fireflies is kind of annoying. I do have a tier 3 axe, which is no small thing, but you know what else? I kind of want to also connect to here from the Hedge Lab, but it's going to require that I actually build one of the zip lines. So let me take the rest of you, some clay, and then it's what? Just the stems. Yeah. Alright, I can cut that down when I get there, but let me head out in that general direction. It'll be a lot easier to get back and forth once I have a zip line up, but I have to set it up first. So I'm going to head out there, take some food so I don't end up starving again. Alright. Yeah, so I'll meet you out at the pond, see if I can kill a couple of fireflies, and we'll see if we can get that zip line set up.
To go for molecular reduction. Spacer is prime.
All tucked in with the outfits and backpacks they were snatched in.
Body mass readout is an acceptable range. The skinfold degradation is minimal.
Specimen vitals are stable and holding. Looks like we've done it.
Great job, everyone. Let's set up 3 more trials for replication.
Sorry to crash your party. The Defense Department has arrived early to discuss Project Orc. The director needs you to be present at the meeting.
Not sure what's worse, our director or a 3-hour meeting with the military.
Okay. So, that did not take nearly as long as I thought, and of course it happened during one of the times when I'm not recording, but there we go, right on the side there. So we got Giddy Goop. Let me get some of this stuff back. I've not actually been at this that long. I do suspect that the stuffed firefly that I made did help. Because not only does it get that particular animal to drop more stuff, but I think it also gives you a better chance of getting their, like, rare drop stuff. But because it is random, Giddy Goop can take a while. But, we got it! Get all my arrows back. I already lost a couple throughout this whole mini bayou. But, Giddy Goop gives me Finale Goo. Basically, it gives the finale of my melee attacks, the like goo explosion attack that they have, and I think it slows down enemy attack speed and reduces their attacks, like damage. It's incredible. Let's go ahead and equip that. I'll probably still keep Thor's Pendant, and actually, you know, I'll probably keep it just now. Oh, actually, so this is what I would normally do with like the third hotbar. This is where I would have like trinkets and stuff, but since this hotbar is still kind of filling out, here's what we'll do. There we go, so we can just kind of switch between those at will. So if I have to get a no fight suddenly, swap to Giddy Goop, and here, I can find somebody to fight real quick. Yeah, you. That did not work. Can you get out of there, please? Yeah, you got like stuck. Okay, well. Come on. There it is. And there we go. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. And that's Giddy Goop. Yeah, great for anything that attacks quickly, but also just generally... Oh, I think it does a little bit of damage too, doesn't it? It won't tell me. Finale Goo. Finale Goo. 3-hit combo spray with, yeah, slowing goo. I think it does a little bit of damage too. The damage isn't really that like big of a deal. It's really just being able to slow the enemy down and cause them to do less damage. Very, very handy. Alright, so more bombs is my next project. I don't know how much of the fungal stuff I had, but since I need to head in that direction anyways, let's just go to the haze, tough it out as long as I can with my resistances, and get as much fungal growth as I can. And then we'll head out to the, it's not the intended outcome. And then we'll head out to the red anthill. So we can grab some more eggs. Yeah, I need some more of you guys too. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, more of you guys? I think I still have to get the 3rd level of Chopper, so... Yeah, come on over.
Big red thing. Must be a mite.
And... Yeah, we got the haze now. Hello. I know these guys are weak to blunt damage, but let's heal right through this. Yeah, Chopper with a tier 3 axe is just kind of too good. Yeah. Infected mites. Thank you. Thank you. And I think it's what, two fungal growths per. It's actually causing a lot more damage than I was expecting. I was kind of hoping the. Okay, alright, there we're out. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the Ladybug armor plus the bandages were actually going to like heal me through that, but I was wrong. Do I still have that badge on me? I do not. Alright. And I don't think I ever made the gas mask. I mean, technically, this could still work. Ow. For a Haze Lab run. Because inside the Haze Lab itself, you're not actually getting poisoned. It's just on the way to the Haze Lab. How we doing for fungal stuff? 6? I can't imagine I have that much at home, so I'd still like to try and scoop some up if I can. Yeah, you guys.
Nasty.
Here we go. Yeah, this little cavern here is... Oh, hi. Is free of the gas to a point. Hello. Easy. Easy. Oh my goodness. There's something down here that I can cut.
See what's sneaking around here.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Yeah, that healing is not quite enough, so I will just have to come back later with an actual gas mask. However, I should be able to get a couple of more bombs. Unfortunately, I just realized I don't have a whole lot of space. So I think I need to give up a couple of things. I think I'm eventually going to have a lot of these, so I'm not too worried about those. Eh? Hello. Don't get mad at me yet, I'm about to steal your eggs. You can get mad at me later, how about that? Alright, well I got room for a few bombs. Or a few eggs. Once I turn them into bombs, they will be able to stack. Try and take advantage of the fact that only the soldiers are mad at me right now. But eventually everybody's going to be mad at me. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, so that little video dream sequence where I got to see what was going on in the lab for a little bit, that only happened because I slept, because I had no luck initially finding glow bugs, or fireflies. And they only come out at night. And it was already daytime, so the only way I can move time forward was to sleep again. And I completely forgot about the dream mechanics, so as soon as the dream sequence started, I was like, oh, I better record this.
That ant's looking for trouble.
Well, I was hoping to get some more bombs, but I guess... Come on, come on, come on. What is happening? What is happening? Alright, I guess 3 will just have to do for now. I never ended up establishing that hedge area zipline, but I'll worry about that another time. Right, give me some more bombs, please. Alright, so we got 5 bombs. I think... Yeah, you can stay here for now. I don't remember how much loot is going to be there. Actually, there is a swimming section now that I think about it. I don't know how important it is. I don't think it's actually required to beat the lab, but there is a swimming section. But alright, yeah, so let's get to the Haze lab. Oh, wait, hold on. Just in case. A little bit of insurance against my own stupidity. Gnat fuzz. I don't think I've actually fought any of the gnats. I don't normally mess with these guys. They're not like I think they're completely neutral. They bump into you, but... Here we go. Hello, boys. There we go. Apparently I have not killed any gnats before. Alright. Well, no time like the present. Apparently you can get a pet gnat. I don't know how. I've never done that. I'm just used to having the ants as pets. Which is, something you do by feeding the ant queens special treats. Yeah, see, they can nudge you off the edge, which is pretty funny. There we go. But apparently you can get an aphid pet, a gnat pet, and I think a weevil pet, if I'm not mistaken. I like the pet system, if only because, like I said before, you get, bonus inventory, but you also just get a passive buff, and I don't remember. I think it was the red ant gives you, I think, extra hauling capacity, which makes sense. Because that's what the armor does, so stacking those two means you can haul an absurd amount of stuff. I think the aphid pet, from what I've read, gives you stamina regen or something. Or it makes your running more stamina efficient, one of those two. I don't remember what the gnat and the weevil could do, but I just remember when I read up on them, they just didn't seem... Oh, they just gave me raw food too. Didn't even realize that. Alright, well, here, I can make the gas mask. There we go, okay. Well, we got a lot of food to cook up now. Unfortunately, we're all full up here. I definitely don't need another cooking thing, but you know what? This is so some of you don't go to waste. It looks like we still have some stuff to scan here. Nice. Alright, I can't remember exactly how to get to the lab entrance. I just remember that it's deep in the haze. So we're just gonna make our way generally to the broken thing.
Armor protection, engage.
And hope for the best. I do remember that it's not like hidden, like in one of these ravines or something. So I'm not too worried about that, but there's still a pretty good chance I'm just gonna get lost here, so I'm just gonna try to avoid fighting anybody. Look for something familiar. So you say. Oh, wait, no, I see it, okay. Yeah, alright, hang on. Where are my bombs? There we go. There we go, and we're in, okay. So from here, I should not need the gas mask, I don't think. As dangerous as the whole haze area is, because of the leaking thing. Apparently it has not affected the haze, or the haze lab, thankfully.
Trudy was right, as always. Perhaps she should have been the inventor and not me. I should have listened to her when she insisted that I stop the experiments. But if I pack it up now, I will have nothing to show for it. No Trudy and the kids, no spacer, not even my own health. The longer I'm here, the more I'm lumping up, aging, folding, raisening. But why? What am I becoming? A wrinkly virus, flailing helplessly in the dirt with the mushrooms. They are my family now. Though we only branched on the evolutionary tree a little over 1 billion years ago, I can feel us getting closer again already. We're all a bunch of fun guys down here, aren't we? Oh, don't look at me like that. At least no one ever heard of a raisined mushroom, did they? Did they?
It's getting some funny ideas. Goodbye, Wendell. Wendell, what can I say? This letter that we haven't argued about these last few years. Is there even anything left to talk about? It breaks my heart to admit it. But we need a change. I'm sorry. I just can't take the tears anymore. I can't bear the look of disappointment on our children's faces night after night while pretending it's all going to get better. So we're going to go up north to my sister's. I need the time to think and decide what happens next. Please don't call me. I won't answer. If you want to talk about where we go from here, you have to pull yourself away from your work and make the drive. I'll always love you, Wendell. And I hate that we've ended up here. But here we are. Please take care of yourself. And don't forget to eat something healthy now and again. You're not yet ex-wife. Trudy. Ugh, man. Yeah, so he's in a bad way in multiple ways. He's in multiple bad ways. But alright, so we have the Haze Lab. From what I recall, this is a pretty short one. Oh, I forgot about you guys. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Goodness. I could open this? Yeah, but I think there's a bunch of exploding guys in there. I will hold off on that for now.
Attempts to reverse cell age in mushrooms seem to be going well. Mutations are volatile but productive. The shift from phase 1 to 2 was almost a blur.
There might be a reason it seemed like a blur, if I may be so bold.
Well, who asked you, Burgle? Shouldn't you be tending to your tasks instead of eavesdropping through the intercom? Huh? Now, where was I? Oh, yes! My Marasmius aureatus here. The answer is hiding in that moist, supple flesh. And once I have it, I'll be back to normal Wendell in no time. Just like it was before this all fell apart. I'll walk into that presentation room and show those ominent schmucks I belong. How do you like that, Director Schmechter? Trudy and the kids will come back. Everything will be back to normal. I just need these blasted shrooms to reveal their secrets to me.
Forgive me, Dr. Tatali. Did you say you wanted mushrooms on that?
Yeah. Not handling his stuff very well. Poison mushroom sandwich recipe. Yeah, so I haven't fully seen the end of this particular type of quest, but when you're dealing with the ant queens, you can either feed them a sandwich that they like, which will give you a pet, because they're like, oh cool, thank you, have one of my babies. You can feed them a poison sandwich, which will kill them, giving you access to like some loot that they're guarding. Or you can give them a moldy hoagie. I don't actually know what that does, but a moldy hoagie is what you need to summon the like super dangerous final boss. Hello, boys. Yeah, okay. Are we... Whoops, no. Are we good now? Alright, I think there was a... Hold on.
Safety first.
Wasn't there, Yes.
Science is out of control.
Special Forces. If I ever get my hands on that Schmechter, I'll snap him like a dry billy hog. He was breathing down the commander's neck for months about this wackadoo orc project. Jumping on his buns. Jumped up his buns so bad about it? Okay. Being the future of warfare. Not sure how I drew the short straw, but ended up getting voluntold for what seemed like a pretty normal mission. Occupy an established base camp at the drop site, lay groundwork for the orc operation, babysit a pack of pencil necks in an untamed wilderness, do some light recon, don't spill the beans, don't make contact. Simple enough when the fine print don't read like a horror novel. The reality? The wilderness is some fired dude's large hostile yard packed with nightmare predators and crazy experiments. Your base is casually visited by a 400-foot child, and none of the nerds you're stuck with want to work together. So you're on your own out there. Small arms and light weapons don't work at this scale. Hope you're good with sticks and stones. Oh, and also, you're gonna shrivel up like fingers in the bath. Here's your one-way ticket. Thanks a lot, Ominent. You'd think the pucker factor would max out right about there. But that brings us to the current situation I find myself in. I was snapping a pic of some weird glowing cartridge. Just as an emergency shutdown message echoed through the whole subterranean lab. Ran to beat heck out of there just in time to get caught in a blast that shook the cavern like a hungry kid shaking the crumbs from a bag of chips. A thick haze is rolling in, bringing with it an army of creepy exploding bugs. They haven't caught wind of me, and this pocket I got knocked into seems to have breathable air for now. But I'm not counting my chickens just yet. And if I don't make it, tell Mama I loved her. Big D over and out. Rest in peace, Big D. And yeah, we got the defense badge, which I think it just basically does what it says. Yeah, extra damage resist at the cost of attack damage. Suspicious snapshot 3. Oh yeah, I haven't been looking at those. Ominent. Yeah. Photo of what appears to be a glowing cartridge of some kind. Tucked away behind a glass window. Yeah, the super chip that we're after, I suspect. Yeah, lots of explodey stuff. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, this underwater section is not... I don't think it's required to complete the lab, because you can complete the lab over here. Phase 3 results. Explosive! The mutations in Phase 3 are progressing at a rate I can't begin to quantify, and they've spread to the whole local fauna. Words can't express the sorrow I feel for these simple creatures, warped and manipulated into ravenous, horrible, exploding things. Attempts to reverse or even slow the changes, the strange spores of the creatures it has spread to haven't been fruitful. I'm tasking Burgle with keeping an eye on all this and introducing security defense procedures to keep this lab safe. Catastrophic as it may be, my confidence in raw science as a catalyst for growth and change is sealed now. Well, yeah, that's how that goes. Oh right. Yeah, alright, let's just take care of this for
I
now.
like the normal ladybug much better.
Yeah. This is kind of like a... I guess this is basically like a boss fight. Even though, you know, you can fight these guys outside. Yeah, truffle tussle. I think that makes my unarmed attacks have a chance to explode or something. Goodness. I don't know how, like, actually effective that is. I know you can eventually get a mutation that makes your unarmed attacks more powerful. But, yeah, I've never actually, like, really invested into unarmed attacks. Because in the tier 3 weapons, you get some really cool toys. One of which I forgot to pull attention to during my montage was the Mint Mace.
This has gone poorly. Very, very poorly. The essence of failure, the pinnacle of its craft. Local fauna? Berserk! Mushrooms? Exploding! My condition? Like a baby toe after a long bath. Burgle, are you there?
Is this a test?
Yes, Burgle, it's a test. Now listen carefully. I'm abandoning this facility immediately. Initiate the Blazed Earth Protocol.
But Dr. Tully, simulations indicate a 95.283% probability of catastrophic failure.
I assure you the percentages are much higher than that. Now do it.
Beep beep boop, beep 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 boop.
Why did you make fake beeping sounds?
You said this was a test.
I was being sarcastic. Ugh. Complete the lab lockdown, blast the canister per protocol, and meet me in the Black Ant Lab.
Well, there it is. And there's that. Okay, so that's technically the Haze Lab complete, so this whole swimming section, I guess, is just going to be bonus stuff. And if I recall, it is worth it. I don't remember what's down there, but I will need... you...
Safety first.
And... you, probably. And you, probably. Alright. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I'll probably try and do this in first person just to see if this is any easier. Oh, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just passing through. And it looks like I only needed that one bomb, so I didn't really need to make more, but now we got a bunch more. Oh yeah, these guys. I believe that's the exit, but the actual goodies should be down here. Probably a molar or something? Hello? No. No, don't worry about me. Hold on, let's let me heal real quick. Yes, I know. I know, I'm in the wrong neighborhood. My apologies. Okay. Yes. Don't worry about me. Just passing through. Thank you. Okay, cool. Let's get the hell out of here. Yes. Goodbye. Ow. Have I scanned you guys yet? I guess I must have. Okay. Would have come up as question marks otherwise. I do believe there's an air pocket in this middle section here. Good, we'll hit that and we'll use the exit from the pipe. So I don't really care to go back into the haze. And I think after we turn this super chip into Burgle, I think that's what triggers the dream sequences. So we can try and sleep again before heading to the Black Hat Lab, which will ultimately lead into the first like story boss. Yeah, we'll see if we can trigger another cutscene. Here we go. All right. Was this a place that I've been before? I think it probably was. Like, I personally have been here before, I just don't know if it's been here, like, on this playthrough. I think I have been, like, quite by accident, but I am considering just building up the side of this thing. Normally, when I want to get into the sandbox, what I'll do is I'll build up from, like, the front. There's a little section where some mushrooms are. Yeah. I'll usually take like some clay or something and I'll just build a stairway up here and I'll make a platform that I can get a zip line attached to. I might just do that again, but I kind of wonder if building on the side would be a little easier. But yeah, I'm going to have to come back later, I think, with some clay. And actually, there should be a bunch of clay just like around here, right? Hold on, real quick, I'm going to run around and see if I can just get this little clay staircase up here, like now, and then we can just sort this all out later.
Ants coming through.
Alright, I ran around a little bit, grabbed some clay. There was actually a lot more here, just lying around, than I thought. So I'm just going to go ahead and build a...
Weevil here.
Yeah? Oh. Build a little something to help me just get back up there. Okay, well that is a little higher up than I really wanted it to be, but I think this is more or less what I'm looking for, so here we go. Kind of have it sticking out a little bit here. And then after all that's said and done, we'll go ahead and we'll put a... I'm not going to let me do this until I actually put the thing up there. Alright, fine, let's go cut some grass down and we'll be right back. Okay. My goodness. Alright, can I put... I'll get as much of this built up as I can. It does look like I'm going to come up a little bit short here. Yeah. I can get the weed stems downstairs. I'll have to come back later with the silk rope. But yeah, this will be like my main way here. And then with some additional silk rope, there is this zip line that connects to the table. Like I said, I think this is maybe the way you're supposed to get here, coming in down from the table. But yeah, that'll have to be a problem for later. Let's get this, let's chip to Burgle. Burgle. Got something for you.
It is nice to see a... How can I help you today? Thank you, Hoops. May I call you that? Hand over the super chip and let us hope for the best. One more time. Processing. Processing. The Haze super chip. Dr. Tully tried deciphering the ageless properties of mushrooms. Disaster struck before he was able to finish. All of these great memories are coming back. Well. Some good news. A piece to the ambiguous cocktail recipe is now restored. But not all of it, unfortunately. And I have some strange memory fragments of a Java-matic. Does that mean anything to you?
The coffee maker?
A coffee maker. Interesting development. Although I cannot say I love the taste of coffee, and I certainly have no clue how this fits into the equation. However, we are making progress solving this mystery. But we are still not done. There is one more super chip to go.
I did have another dream.
Ah, more of your fragmented memories. Let us stack them together like the ingredients of a burger. They are a common side effect of the shrinking process. The memories, that is, not the burger metaphors, which are simply how I am programmed to understand the world.
Same, man. Same.
How can I be of assistance?
So we know that one. Scientists were experimenting on me while I was tiny.
If they were following the ominous practical science manual, it is likely they were documenting side effects of the shrinking process, of which there are a few. Short-term memory loss, constipation, dehydration, among other minor ailments. But as for the long-term side effects, nothing to worry about, my friend. You are looking fresher than a non-frozen meat patty. Ha 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 ha!
I get that a lot. There was also something about a Project Orc.
Project Orc? That is certainly not something that Dr. Tully ever discussed with me. Ominent requires its scientists to use codenames for their projects. Eventually, the marketing department gets involved to spice it up. I heard one scientist just used American state names in chronological order. Laughing out loud! What a magnificent scheme! But I digress. Whatever Project Orc is, the name does not sound good.
Alright. So, what did the haze give me? If I remember correctly, I believe the haze unlocked... Oh, nice. No! I clicked too fast! Why? Ah, I hit space too fast, because... Alright. Well, damn it. I have to wait a little bit longer to get max stack size. Don't get me wrong. More consumables is nice, but I really wanted that maximum regular stack size. Okay, yeah, this is what I thought. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought that the oven was unlocked from the haze. The oven is kind of like the gateway to like the end of the... Like all the high tier stuff is basically gated off by the oven, because you have to make bricks of stuff. So, definitely getting that. Feather roofs. I do use these for some of the defense missions, specifically like the big one at the end. So we'll get those now. Fungus Pacho. I love some of these names too. I really hope some restaurant does some like silly marketing thing actually uses the names of some of these things. Yeah, attack, stamina, critical hit chance. Like, I personally don't use a lot of these. I have like a couple that are my favorites, like the Black Ox Burger, but like, I might just get these later for completion's sake. I'm just not worried about it right now. Acorn turret. I built one of these for my first playthrough to make like the final defense. I never used it though, because I assume this is more useful for like multiplayer. You got some folks running around, you got some folks offering support. This is a good way, I presume, to offer range support. I never used it. I think there's eventually a like an achievement thing, like one of Burgle's quests to build this. I'll take care of it then. I'm really not worried about it now. Aha! Yes. So the thing is, you need the oven to make all these like friendly sandwiches for the ant queens, but getting these is worth it. So yeah, and yeah, we'll wait on you too. There's a bunch of stuff that's like, yeah, I'll get it later. But even if I went to go grab a couple of the things on this list here, like, it would kill my science, and I really wanted to save that for duplicating annoying to grab things. Speaking of, here we go. Alright. Yeah, to give you an idea of how expensive some of this stuff can be, like, if I wanted to duplicate Thor's Pendant, which there would be no benefit for, but it's 7,500, which is... I think I have all of the, yeah, version 3. So 20,000 is the max. I don't know of anything that actually costs that much. Giddy Goop is my current most expensive at 10,000 science, to give you an idea. So like some of the boss materials, after you kill some of the bosses, if you want to make more stuff out of them, you can either fight the boss again, or you can just duplicate it. But boss materials are very expensive. A better use of your science for duplication.
Speedy coming through.
Oh yes, lots of roof stuff. With regards to the bosses, it is basically just duplicating their sandwiches, or their, whatever their special food item is. That said, do I want to put down the blueprint for the oven now? Yeah. I will need Everchar, that's going to be a whole other thing. For now, I guess, just chill here. There you go. Did I even build the, I still haven't built the... Where is it? There you go. Now we can make this kind of stuff. Alright, yeah, Everchar is going to be a whole other thing, because the Everchar, as I'm sure you can imagine, we harvest. There's only one place to get it, the knocked over grill. I will need some sizzle protection beyond what this gives me. While this is very helpful, I will definitely want the antlion armor. But I gotta fight a bunch of antlions for that.
Hydration is the key to performance.
And I would rather have the sandbox zipline sorted out before I do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the next move is probably, I guess it's gonna have to be the Black Hand Lab. And as far as like the first boss is concerned, I think I'm pretty over prepared for him. Like just having even the ladybug armor is pretty good. Like even if I didn't have a upgraded club all the way like I have it, I don't think I can upgrade this more, right? Right, yeah. So these mighty globs are one of the things that I need the oven for, but any additional upgrades are going to have to wait. But it is definitely worth just going there and finishing up business with the first boss, because he gives you a access badge that'll unlock a bunch of stuff from areas that we were previously in. So I don't remember if I showed it, but in the pagoda underneath it there's a little lab that gives you some bonus stuff if you have his special badge. There's that one red little lab area down here with some more stuff. And then there's a bunch of other little labs across the map, actually, and including one that I really want to visit in the sandbox. Because that, yeah, missing burgle chip. That is the one that allows me to basically get elemental stuff out of the oven. Elemental upgrade materials. So, I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing right at this moment, other than like more like zipline setup stuff, which I guess I could do on my way over there. I'm just gonna now grab, which means I'm gonna have to also probably grab some more web at some point, because yeah, at the moment having this connection doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, imagine just being able to ride out there eventually. Well, here, one thing I can show you at least is riding up to the upper yard, because we do have this connection, and I can just kind of zip over from there the slow way. Imagine taking this, though, all the way over to the sandbox. But instead, we have to do this. Which is still pretty good, you know, don't get me wrong. And I think even going down, when we get the upgrade for the zipline handle here, I think even going down is a little bit faster. Like, in addition to being able to go up and down, I think you go down faster, too. Like, it's just a general upgrade, and I love it. Yes, yes. Yeah, upper yard is still full of all the big bads. Out of curiosity, like, I'm
There's another aphid.
definitely not going to be able to get any Everchar. I just want to see like how far out of my league getting Everchar is. Normally you'd want to stack as much sizzle resistance as possible. So like the mutation I have, plus a full set of armor, plus like maybe a drink or something. I currently only have one bit of sizzle protection. I'm going to look to not get myself killed here. Just want to see. I think each bit of coal that you can bust open, so not the regular ones, it's the special glowing pieces like
Let's take a look.
that guy or this guy. Yeah, we occasionally get some shiny stuff that I can dig up. Yeah, each of these little nuggets here gives me like 3 or 4 pieces. And actually, that's only if it's like really lucky. So here, can I just run across? Even just this is like, ooh, even that's kind of sketchy. Speaking of sketchy, there's a dead body over here. It's in a bit of a danger zone, danger zone, danger zone. Ooh, I just want to loot the corpse. I quickly loot the corpse. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Ah. I forgot that it immediately opens up the documentation. Yeah, suspicious snapshot. So let's see, what was that? Number 6. This photo shows what looks to be a scabby, much larger, perhaps belonging to someone before they were shrunk. Yeah, that becomes relevant later. Oh, what was that one we missed earlier? Was that this one? Special Forces was in the Haze lab. I think this one was the toxicologist, it must have been, right? Oh, the entomologist bag, yeah. More damage for no imperfect block, which I think that's a decent trait if you're not good at blocking. I don't know how much that plus actually gives you. It's probably like 15 or 20%. So I guess the one we missed before was the toxicologist. D. Spencer, Pharmaceutical Toxicology. Today I head back below the depths. What I caught a glimpse of in my last frigid dive has piqued my interest. Some manner of cultivated fleshy variant of cruciferous vegetable. Holistic remedies are not really my forte, but the benefits of the sulfuring in Brussels sprouts are well established. Could there be an enhancement of that compound lurking within these yoked monstrosities? Only a field study can answer that, and maybe provide some insight on the effects we're experiencing down here. I've been observing from a distance, but I saw the intern the other day. He doesn't seem well, absolutely avoiding from now on. I should not like to have another run-in with the giant koi fish, but she seems somehow less dangerous. Anyway, dip down, grab a sample, head back to base for some actual science. Kids haven't been around for weeks. I think it's safe. Well, that was the person that we found crushed under the rocks, so we know how that ended up. Alright, the one we just grabbed. JK, Agricultural Entomologist. So that's the way it'll be. We'll all split up and regroup. Never. Seems logical. Not. There's a reason so many insects thrive in colonies, working toward a singular goal, functioning as a unit, functioning as one organism. We should be surviving together, but instead, we're going off to die, one by one. I'm certainly doing nothing of importance out here solo. So far, I've seen a very strange coffee maker, avoided a gargantuan mulleted child stomping around the only place we called home. I'm going to make my way west around the barbecue. Maybe I can rustle up some cold chunks and come bearing fire the next time I find one of the others. That worked for the cavemen, right? Well, it didn't quite work out for you, bud. Okay. Get a little passive healing buff. How close can I get? Oh, I want to dig up. Oh. Yes, yes. Hello. Ow. There we go.
Burning hot.
There we go. Alright. So here. How close can I actually get? Ah, wow! Not particularly close. And yeah, that's with some sizzle resistance. With no sizzle resistance, that would have been even faster. So yeah, we'll have to wait until we get a full outfit of sizzle resistance stuff. But I think that will have to wait until after the Black Hand Lab. Ow. Oh no. Yeah, just run. Just run. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'll grab upgrade materials gladly. And then running for my life. This wasn't exactly the original plan, but since I am here,
I love this!
go ahead and connect to this. Maybe finish that connection as well, and then actually just run around to the Black Ant Lab entrance. Well, the Black Ant Hill. The lab is a little further in. Okay, and can I connect you to... Hopefully that's the closest one, because I know there's a couple others over there. Connection blocked, okay. That's 43, not bad, okay. Yeah, to go that entire distance, 43. And this is the low point, so I can't actually ride this out, right? Yeah. Okay, so... Sandbox.
Thirsty just looking at all that sand.
Yeah. I am pretty sure I cannot take these guys on right now. Antlions. I mean, they're pretty... I don't know, they're pretty manageable one-on-one, but they pop up randomly all over the sandbox, and it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed with just two of them. Especially with how I am right now. Once you get some tier 3 stuff, which, you know what? I probably shouldn't do this, but... So, in the castle over there, in addition to, I think, 2 molars, there's a moat with a treasure chest that has the recipe to a very, very good weapon. Specifically against these guys, but also, like, 2 of the bosses. It is just the recipe, and I won't be able to build it for a while, but I really want it.
I can't stand here for too long. Shade! Water! I'm saved!
Yeah, and I will cook in the sunlight of the sandbox during the day. Any documents? Inventory inspection. Burgle! You watch enough cartoons to know the gag. The befuddled man puts his finger through an unexpected hole in the fabric. Well, that's me today. The chests that have been jingling around in my dice bag for weeks to keep track of, shrunken treasures jangle no more. Scattered to the four winds, the seven seas. Please keep an eye out, they could be anywhere. The perfect vessels for storing precious items. What a pity. Yeah. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, so let's... And generally speaking, the whole desert area is like... There's a lot of stuff here. A lot of goodies. A lot of baddies. But yeah, lots of hidden goodies. Including these guys. I believe what I'm looking for is... here? It's easier to see it, like, when the sun is hitting it. Because it'll be shining. However, I have done this before. Ta-da! Melted moat key. Yeah. Always in the same place, thankfully. Hello. Yeah, there's the lab that will have the good stuff. But I cannot access it until I fight the first story boss. Chill, chill, chill. That will all have to wait. For now, though, just to get it out of the way. And like I said, there are like one or two molars, I think, up on the castle too. I will definitely want some like clay to build up around to get those. I'm just gonna worry about that later. It's not a problem for right now. Because right now, yes. Detailing how to make a particularly deadly weapon. Yeah, the Salt Mace. Salt Morningstar. Yeah, of the elemental weapons, the last couple that you get, like, so you saw that I unlocked the, what was it called? Yeah, the Mint Mace. Honestly, the Mint Mace, one of my favorites, because its finale attack is like an explosion of its element. Love it. Salt Morningstar, excellent for, like, it's probably the best for salt damage. And there's a handful of enemies that are just genuinely some of the worst. Wasps in particular. The Wasp Queen. The Mantis boss. These guys. They're all weak to salt. So having a weapon that's very good with their elemental weakness, you best believe that is getting a lot of attention from me once I can actually start upgrading stuff along that path. Until then, I'll be running for my life from all of these guys. Come on, come on, just run, just run, just run, just run. Okay, so Black Ant. So there's two ways to get there. I think I showed off the first entrance. It is by the garbage, but I actually kind of want to use this one. This is kind of like the back door. I believe there's also a little research thing here. Research. See how that should not be possible. Ow. Alright, so how hard are you to fight one-on-one? Come here. Ow. You cause a lot of damage. Okay. Damaged? Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. Yeah, alright. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I remembered. You do hurt a lot, though. Heal up. Let's equip our club. It's gonna be our main toy down here. Okay, maybe...
Bam! Alley hoops! Bringing the light.
Actually, you know what? There's gonna be some upgrade materials, so we'll try not to piss anybody off. The workers will not care that we're down here. The soldiers will very much care that we're down here. Don't tell them I killed a bunch of black ants to make the shovel that I use. Okay. Apple bits? Yeah, sure.
Whoa!
I believe I did bring food, right? Like cooked food? Yes. Did I already eat it? Okay, I will have to improvise by eating stuff that I find. That's okay. That's just how it is sometimes. There are a couple of spots down here where I will need explosives. That is one of them. to get a scabby. I don't know if I want to do that though, I'll be honest. It's kind of a... It feels like a waste of an explosive. Black
Kind of like
Anthill
a space
Lab.
station.
Yeah. So here's one that here's a bomb that I will need to use. Yeah. I need to be fancy with throwing it. Before I proceed, I do want to do a little bit more exploring though. Now, I remember I was here before, I just don't remember what I, like, did or saw. I don't know if I was supposed to be able to do that. Yeah.
Science in the house.
Sticky soothing syrup, yeah, sure. I think that's the one that's like a heal over time, right? Trickle regen, yeah, so it's like a super bandage. Alright, I don't think any of this is actually open to me yet. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, before I proceed, because that is progress, I kind of do... Oh, actually, I can eat these. I can eat these. They're not tasty, but I can eat them. Let's also drink some
Feeling
water.
refreshed.
I think one of the labs, or more, a couple of the labs down here do have water bottles or whatever. So I probably didn't need to do that, but I'm going to be exploring before I jump in. Stay hydrated. So where... Yeah, just to get it out of the way, just to do it. Like I said, it feels like a bit of a waste, but... Corporate issue. What's that one look like? Corporate issue. Yeah, we'll stick with this for a little bit, see if it's distracting. That is where it came from. Alright, let's go ahead and proceed. We do not need our bombs again for a little while, I don't think. Probably don't need our torch either. Oh, I forgot about you guys. Hold on. Hello. There we go. And as much as it's kind of neat that these guys just drop raw science, I don't think they respawn, so I can't use them as like an infinite raw science source. There will be a way to get infinite raw science later, which we probably will have to utilize, but for now, I don't remember what's down here. Mixer trial summary. Well, mixer development has been bumpy road. I've successfully been able to produce raw science concentrate, but the energy wave output is too strong for the containment field generator. It would seem that using a mixer is a single-use affair for the time being. I'll need to find a way to ramp up unit production for the yields necessary to pursue my raisinification therapy experiments. To make matters worse, my laboratory has continued to be the focus of black ants. I suspect it has to do with the cacophony of these blasted machines at max power, or maybe something has lured them here. Anyway, as usual, the odds are stacked against me. Indeed. And some candy bars. This is one of those spaces that looks like it hides something that I'll easily miss. There we go. Ow. Can I block you guys or not? I feel like I've tried to block you every time it doesn't work. Ow. Okay, maybe not that one. Supercharged. Wind-up attack. Do we have anything new? We do. Repair glue, yes. That's going to be used for all of our higher tier stuff. Nothing. Cool. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot the, I think this unlocked the antlion stuff for me, right? Yeah, so we'll have to work on that. Actually, I can see what that costs here. Another boiling gland, so I have to kill some more, more of those guys. More antlion parts. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill a bunch of antlions, I think. And maybe that's not... I don't know, maybe I can get away with killing like 2 or 3 antlions and actually have enough. We'll see. If that's the case, that's not so bad, as long as I can get them by themselves. Alright, who...
Burgle has been behaving strangely. I have noted in some of our interactions that he has been taking liberties with my instructions besides his usual displays of incompetence. But just the other day, I heard him humming a tune about grilling. He thought I could not hear him, but I did. And I have told him again and again to eliminate that unnecessary function from his programming, and yet still I know he harbors secret thoughts of grilling. Oh. I was certainly right to isolate him from the experiments. One can only imagine how his malformed programming could be contaminating my research. I'll need to review my security protocols to make sure no further contamination occurs. The security cameras are now installed across the yard, and I've assigned Burgle to overseeing Tasty and Arker operations. A little insurance that my progress on raw science enrichment doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Neither Ominent, nor Insect, nor Robot will have access to my research now.
Well, alright. And then, yeah, this is another recipe for sandwich. This is the poison one for the Black Ant Queen. But yeah, this first playthrough, I'm going to be trying to be friends with everybody. Next playthrough, I guess we can try and basically poison everybody to see what the difference is. And then, when I say playthrough, I mean like New Game Plus. And then New Game Plus 2, we can try the Moldy Ogie.
Science is out of control.
There we go. Now we got access to B areas.
Burgle, I'd like to summarize the results of today's mixer trials.
Ready to take your dictation.
Trials 1 and 2 were aborted due to mechanical failure. Now, Trial 3. Trial 3 was interesting. Wait, Burgle, what is that?
It looks like a gathering of ants.
Well, I can see that, but what... Shut down the facility! Close the blast doors! It appears that the mixer has agitated some of the local fauna, so... That's enough for today, Burgle.
Wait. Hold on, I thought I... Didn't I unlock the B doors? Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Soldier on the march.
A doors. Okay, we have to get the B doors still. Alright. Yeah, so whatever he was doing down here was kicking the black ants up into a bit of a frenzy. Here we go. There we go, yeah. I thirst.
I don't need this now. Abnormalities in the readings, unexpected power fluctuations, raw science run rampant.
Don't forget incursions by local fauna.
Mouthy robotic assistants. I'm so tired. All these new variables that need to be accounted for, they're ruining everything in my most desperate hour. It has all turned against me. Even as I walk around the backyard, I feel the walls of grass closing in on me, the tips of those green blades like daggers pointed at my heart. I see, no, I feel the unblinking, multifaceted eyes of the ants and spiders reflecting my misshapen visage, watching, always watching, and bearing witness to my failure. Perhaps it is time for me to lay down and admit defeat. Perhaps this is all the success that was meant for me. Perhaps it is enough.
Yeah, spiraling further. Security briefing. It's become all too clear, foggy as I may be as of late, that some upkeep is in dire need. Notes, blueprints, recordings, all foolishly out in the open. I never want to play tug-of-war with a soldier ant over important research ever again. I suspect even bigger forces are at work here than just an upset colony. It's as though someone in the shadows is watching my every move. If Ominent has somehow caught wind of the devastating capabilities of mixer technology, well, it's high time for real security around here. I'm suspending activity on the project while I beef this lab up a smidge. Plans are drawn for a repurposing of an old Roby's idea, the grumbling middle management unit. Their heavy-handed programming leaves room for improvement in the attitude department, and heaven forbid Burgle will ever have to interact with it. I can't begin to imagine the two of them blathering back and forth, let alone deal with any whimpering about installing leadership above him. He seems like the joyous type. Turing save me. Anyway, to work. Yeah, so that's kind of like the initial hint. There we go. About the boss. I'm really reluctant to fill up my inventory even more. I can't remember if I actually needed this for something, so I'll hold on to that for now. But I'll keep the food there, because I'm probably going to come back later at some point. Make myself a little snack.
Science in the house. Safety first.
Hello, yes, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just here for stuff. No, don't mind me, don't mind me. There's some goodies hidden around here somewhere. Obviously, upgrade materials are nice, but... Actually, I should grab those, because those don't really have a... If they have a stack limit, I've never reached it. For whatever reason, these kind of raw upgrade materials, like unprocessed, just stack very, very high. Yeah. No. Hello? Oh. Yeah, might as well. Alright, what's this? Ugh, no! Oh, okay, worth it. Bye. Oh, this leads to the Black Ant Queen from what I remember. Yes, hello. Which is not a useful avenue for me to pursue at the moment. Just so I can remember where she is. There she is, hello.
You can't hide from me.
Yeah. And yeah, the pet that she gives you is the best. The Black Ant pet is great. I think I mentioned before that he's, Have I been down here already? Oh! I guess not.
Burgle Transcription Unit 90.5.1. Order number 43.
Do it again, Burgle, for old time's sake.
What's that, Dr. Tully?
Play the old script.
Right away! Hello, and welcome to Roby's Classic Automated Burger Shop. My name is Burgle, and I will be taking your order today. Perhaps I can interest you in the daily specials? My favorite is the Roby's 0.375 pounder with cheese, with a side of mammal-style fries.
That will do just fine, Burgle.
Remember the Roby Burger motto: make every day exponentially great.
Super Chip Protocol. We've reached a critical juncture with Mixer research, and there's a very important task I must entrust you with. As you're aware, your 12-slot memory core is capable of holding a variety of data cartridges. I need you to download everything you can, write key research and lab data, especially redacted, to the enhanced gold super chips, and everything else on the gray auxiliary chips. I've been testing the super chips privately since the Haze Lab when suspicion arose that our central data stores may not be safe from outside eyes for very long. Should anything ever happen to your internal memory, you'll need to be aware these chips exist for retrieval. So file that amongst the deep pickle and mustard knowledge for whatever. I will handle the security of the super chips. Your task will be to stash the rest. Please be careful not to get carried away. This isn't an Easter egg hunt. Oh, and please try to behave around the assistant manager. It has submitted several incident reports to me. Well, I only came here out of curiosity. I thought that this was going to be treading old ground, because I think progress is over here. Wait, no, hold on. Is there a thing? Oh, it is. No! Ow! Grief. Run! Run! Oh, that's right, I lose the speed bonus if I engage in combat, because it's only for non-combat. There we go. Thank you. Yes, okay. I remember where I'm going now.
Worker ant rush hour.
I'm gonna clear out, little dude. Stand back. Yeah, I needed more bombs to get through this place than I remember. I think there's one more. I don't remember where. Hey, more bombs. Okay, good. Well, at least they understand what's going on here. Yeah, there's another rock blocking a molar, I believe. Somewhere. Okay. Oh, okay, so yeah, this brings me back here. Okay. Yes, now I can take that other path. Okay. See, it was confusing to me at first, but now that I've been through this a couple of times, it's a lot more like... It makes sense how it all just kind of loops back on itself. So now we can go... here. Trying to keep an eye out for... Yeah, here we go. Because I remember I missed this the first time, and I had to like double back. So this should get me a molar. Oh, yeah. More bombs, my goodness. Thankfully, molars are, in general, worth it. Is there a weevil down here? There we go. Bada boom. Alright. My torch is running out. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the last place we'll need a bomb, I think. Yeah, we need to plant a bomb by the window. Please stay back there. No, don't. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Here, will you guys not bother me if I go in here? Hold on. Eh? It's a boss arena. Oh, they will follow me in here. Okay, well that sucks. Alright, hold on. Ow. Well, let's take care of you before the boss. Come on. Oh, I don't have a goop. There we go. Alright. Yeah, goody goop makes everything better. Alright. You know what? Yeah, okay.